Hello, everyone. How's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to Subnautica. Down deep in our base that is powered, finally, by the geothermal. And we've got this vent right next to our place, and it's giving us electricity. And now what can we do with that? Well, the first thing we want to do is make this a dream home. And we need interior grow beds. So we want to make food a viable thing for us. But we could use this, or we could grow, plant pots. Let's see how this does. I don't usually use these, but Alright, so if I have a plant pot right here, for example, and I used a planter. No, here, go away from that. There you go. Use planter. Put it in there. Yep. So, these plant pots can take bulbos. I really need just 3 or 4 to have completely sustainable action. And these indoor grow beds take up so much space, so we can just drop these things down, framing the door even, just, looking good. There it is. Alright, so we got some food and water growing in our new base. I'd like to build, of course, a fab would be nice, but we need table coral for that I don't have on me. But we can look at what we did bring in here. And what did I bring? Alright, I got titanium, I got some uranite. I got a bunch of good stuff. Mostly the stuff that I have is useful for building rooms onto our base. And speaking of building rooms, what if I wanted to throw in a giant moon pool? The thing about the moon pool is it takes lead and lubricant, so I don't actually think I have... Lubricant would be the annoying factor, so that's a shame, but a scanner room would also be really, really good down here, and again, we need table coral for that. So those are things that I want to bring here if I want to get a something to help with pulling the prawn suit in and to replicate and to find resources. Those are the buildings that I'd like to add. Now, in my inventory at the moment, what do I want to put in here? I'm going to store some stuff. I certainly don't need a lot of the, like rubies and some of the things that I have here. So I'll just go ahead and put in just some random things. I do have some silicon, but that's fine. Magnetite, great. Gel sack, whatever. Okay. So that's a good start. And I think our job now, at this point, is to just explore the depths with our really, really fancy prawn suit. Now, we're hurt. So I'm gonna take that into consideration. I also need water. So I'll go back to my Cyclops, which is over here, see about table coral. I don't know if I have any of that handy, but get some med kits and keep going. All right. Rubies. Rubies everywhere. But what we're really, really looking for is to get a little bit deeper than this. There's my Cyclops. That's a diamond, which I'll always take. Okay. Alright. Ready to go up? Yes. Aw, that's a shame. Can't believe we didn't make it right there, but it happens. So I'm just going to hang on. And at this point, we should be okay to just kind of work on... There it is. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, let's go here. Let's open our medfab, and then it won't make another one, obviously, until it's done. But now it's done. So what do I have here? I might take this to my base so I can build another. That seems reasonable. And what is this? Dock leaf. Yeah. Don't need that right now. Okay. All that nickel. I do have the table coral, though. If I had the lubricant and the lead, we could do some work. Let me examine some of my lower stores really fast. Again, this is not hard. It's just I'd have to go up higher to get the creep vine. Alright. So we have a lot of the stuff that we need, but we are missing a few little pieces. It's fine. I can build a replicator at least. So I am going to heal with the med kit and eat. Uh-huh. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Great. Alright. And I need titanium. I have a bunch of titanium already there. Okay. I think we're all ready to go. Hang on. Here we go. Oh, yes. My God, the heat. Whoa. Just making sure I didn't accidentally pass my base. I think it's right around here. But, yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, anything good in my inventory of my prawn? Let me check that really fast, actually. That is a no. That is a diamond. But that's okay. Alright.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. You can see the bulbos growing. And let me get some titanium out so I can get some more plants going. Make this a real fun place. Now, I'll put some other plant pots in, just for variety's sake. You could tell me which one you prefer, the chic or the circular. You know, they're all pretty nice. And now we should have enough food and water whenever we stop here. Okay. So if I wanted to make the fabricator, I'd need titanium and gold. I believe I have all of that right here. Well, maybe I just have copper. Maybe I lied. I don't have any gold. It's fine. All right, we're going to put everything in here. I don't really need a fab right now. Just future plans. Gold, lubricant, synthetic mesh would be good so we can have a medkit maker. All right, so speaking of that, I don't have a medkit maker, so I need to save the game before we go. And then now we can start getting wild. All right. All right. Let's see. So you see how that says Ghost River? That's because there's more than one way to access the Ghost River. So theoretically, we could, like, come back up out the other side. I think. All right. You know. Okay, so what we want to look for is waterfalls. Just as like a visual cue, we need waterfalls. There's this big old Leviathan down here that's electric Leviathan man, and we're just gonna kind of like try to, you know, steer clear. And now we're going ultra deep. I'm just dropping straight down. And you see immediately, look at this. New biome. Magma. And we are really, really deep. So, let's be careful. And let's take a look around. What do we got? Well, we're falling. We're falling. We're falling. And there it is. A new mineral. A new biome. It's getting intense. We are deep. We are pushing the crush depth of the prawn suit. But look at this. We found it, people. Alright, so I need to actually get out. And it's going to be hot. But I have to access the upgrades because I need to put on the drill. Now, I can scan this. It's kyanite. Oh, I don't need it. Okay. I don't need to scan it. Got it. All right. So this is kyanite. This is what we need for a lot of the advanced building. Let's get it. There's a warper over there. I'm going to tell you this. In my Let's Play, I got killed by a warper in this area because if they warp you out, it's really hot, and you can get wrecked. So just be mindful, and you want to save the game a lot before you come down here. But we want to get as much kyanite as we can, because you need this for so many of the advanced constructions. All right. Sweet. Okay, there's a bunch. And I'm going to go... this guy is coming closer to us, which is really annoying. I'm going to go down here. So you pretty much want to stay in your prawn suit the entire time that you're down here. unless you have to pop out, and make that quick. So you see we're getting a lot of kyanite. This is wonderful. We're at 1210 meters out of 1300. It's a little alarming, but it should be fine. All right. Got a ton of kyanite. Okay. So now, I'm going to actually just explore a little bit. This is lead. I mean, sometimes you need lead, sure. I'll take a little bit. All right. And gold. Hey, we just talked about how we needed gold. If our storage gets filled, we have to pop out and put the stuff in our personal storage. It's not ideal. Okay, no room. These guys are a nightmare. These little dudes will attach onto your prawn suit. Get them with your drill. These guys they will block your view. They're super annoying. The only way to deal with them, well, we flew away and that kind of got rid of them, but a lot of the time you have to pop out of your prawn suit and get them with your knife. This is uranite, I believe, right? Yeah. So you're finding a lot of endgame materials down here. Kyanite, uranite, good stuff. Okay, I'm going to launch now. I think. Try. And for this kind of stuff, when you have to dive so deep and you're just like dropping down into this lava biome, this is another main reason why you really, really want to have your prawn suit fully upgraded with the grappling hook and the jump attachment, because this is not easy to do if you can't move up rapidly. And now we're back out of that biome. We're still not safe. Like, we're taking damage. There's this guy who's really upset, and you can fight that. He took a bite out of us. You can fight him if you want. He took another bite out of us with the drill. I usually just move away. I'm just like, get out of here. I think people kill these things with, knives and stuff like that. Like, you can go wild if you really want to combat them. I don't. We're already back to our base. As you can see, I'm just kind of like saying, okay. And from the base, we can just pop out and equip our repair and fix our prawn suit. You see, we took no damage, or hardly any, from the heat. And then I'm going to go into the storage, and we're going to take out... Oh, that's a weird clipping. Okay. No. Goodness gracious. What a disaster of the controls right there. Okay. I'm just trying to get into the storage, but not have it clip. There you go. All right. The darn PDA. Okay, we're taking everything. By the way, an unload all would be a nice button. Anyway, let's go over here. And you can see our trees are growing. We still don't quite have food, but that's all right. So what can we use this for? Well, if we want to make, kyanite is, let's see, going to be used down here for modifications, higher end upgrades. So the Neptune launch platform is for building the rocket to get out of here. You don't need anything at this stage, but once you build this and you want to build more parts of the rocket, then you're going to need some bigger stuff. Now, you can see, let's see, I'm just looking at all my different upgrades. There we go. So, the Prawn Suit Depth Module Mark II does take kyanite times 3. And you saw how we were already getting to like that 1300 depth. So we have the depth module Mark 1, and we can get Mark 2, but let me see here. What else might we want that for? We need it for some of the Cyclops upgrades as well, but we can't. We need to find a depth module Mark 1 for our Cyclops so we can bring it down. It's not an absolute must at the moment. Can we get the thermal? Here we go, yeah, and you need it for the thermal reactor. This is so good, and I can't wait to make this, because basically this means like if you put it near any kind of heat source, you can charge your Cyclops. The Prawn has one of these as well. Let's see if we actually have found that for the Prawn. Yeah, and you need kyanite for that. So we definitely want to make these, and we want to go to Mark II so we can go deeper with the Prawn Suit. We need to get to 1,500 meters, so we need to upgrade again. And at least I believe that's how deep it goes. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but we need to go deeper, right? You see how we were already almost as deep as possible right there. So we're going to need to go back to our main base so that we can build the polyaniline. Now, polyaniline, and get all the rest of the ingredients to make this base more reasonable. We need hydrochloric acid, which you go back and you need deep shrooms. So there's this one point in the game where you need like 1 billion of these deep shrooms. Now I'm growing a bunch, and you remember how like we put these in our base a long time ago, and I have a whole container full of these? It's for this moment. You need like 12 of these just right away. And then you need some of this later, but you won't ever need it again. It's really interesting. But anyway, we're going to need it to get some of this stuff that we want. And I certainly want that. We need the Prawn to go deeper, and we want the thermal reactors. These are so nice. Okay, so let's then go back to our main area so we can get our deep shrooms and start getting everything built to take our Prawn Suit even deeper, because if we go deeper, I'm not going to spoil it, but there's some stuff that we can access that will really help us, and even help us probably get the Cyclops depth if we want it. We actually don't have to have that. We could just use the Prawn Suit. It's fine. But I like to have as much stuff as I can.